spineless, weak, a coward. All of these things perfectly describe Keir Starmer. As the conflict between the United States and Iran intensified, critics say that the Prime Minister's first instinct was not solidarity, but hesitation, hiding. A hesitation that's triggered a political storm, it must be said. But he's now hiding away. He does not want to go out and face the music. He knows what he's done, has shown the world exactly what he is: a spineless, craven, tiny minded little coward who would hide behind his mother's apron strings. When Washington sought permission to use RAF Akrotiri in Cyprus, a sovereign British base, reports are that the UK initially said, "No, we daren't. We're too scared. We don't want to take on Iran. Oh no, ooh," said Starmer. A man who was bullied at school, and it comes through now. He thinks he's got power, and he's realised that he hasn't. And all that bullying he had as a child has come back to get him. He is definitely the product of bullying, as indeed is Miliband. A pant sniffer. He used to scratch his own gusset and sniff it, did Starmer. Well, this little pant sniffer is filling his own pants up with enough shit now to fill it, that's for sure. But this is as Iranian missiles are flying across the region, airports and hotels used by British nationals are being bombed, military infrastructure housing UK and personnel is facing threats, 2 missiles reportedly fired at Cyprus, and the coward retreats to his bunker. The argument is we are led by donkeys, and cowardly donkeys at that. He wants an army, he wants conscription, he wants to send your children to die for him while he hides. There's a word for that. But under mounting pressure, the government was forced to reverse course. Permission was eventually granted for the use of British bases. Allegedly, John Healey had to go to Starmer and say, "We've got to do this. You've got to reverse the decision." Starmer still didn't want to do it, and apparently Healey got incredibly angry about it, and eventually Starmer relented. And so he said it was only for limited defensive purposes, very carefully worded, very carefully crafted and caveated, because he does not want to antagonise the Iranians, perhaps. Don't know why. I get it, he's very friendly with the Arabs, but the Iranians, they're not Arabs. But the government said it was a measured decision and rooted in international law. Yet the same international law he cares about so much that he won't give the Chagos Islands back to the Chagosians, despite that being international law. He's a hypocrite. Law only when it suits him. He is a law unto himself. The sooner this man is taken down or out, the better. Iran is widely recognised by Western intelligence agencies as a state sponsor of regional proxy groups. It is destabilising. It is a force that sends people out to cause trouble elsewhere. It is desperately dangerous. It is run by mad mullahs who are determined to get the nuclear bomb, and with them, they would use it. The government itself has previously acknowledged Tehran poses a threat to the West, and in particular into British interests. The disagreement is not about whether Iran is hostile. It is, undoubtedly, but it's how Britain should respond. Well, rather than standing up to the bully, being strong and facing them down, Starmer has shit his pants, run and hid. This craven little man. Some political figures argue Britain should have moved decisively and without hesitation. Yes, that's exactly what we should have done. Advanced UK's Ben Habib called for strong military backing of the US and warned against handing over the Chagos Islands. Others believe robust action deters escalation. Indeed it does. If you show you've got the power and you're willing to use it, others think twice. A burglar does not break into a house that says armed response. Critics of military escalation, though, such as Starmer, the coward, and all the other cowards, argue that Britain should prioritise diplomacy. But you cannot have diplomacy with people who are fundamental Islamists. There is no diplomacy. Their truth is rooted in a book. No matter how shit the book is, they will not alter their stance. They will not, debate. They say there'll be mission creep. There always is. Deal with it. And they want to prevent deeper entanglement in another Middle East conflict. I'm afraid it's far too late for that. We're being shot at. At the heart of this row, it's about leadership and instinct. And Starmer, his instinct is to run away and hide, and that, I'm afraid, is not leadership. Leadership is standing tall, being counted, standing on the top of your castle and shouting orders to your men, not hiding in the deepest dungeon and hoping the enemy never find you. Well, that bunker mentality is destroying this country. And hopefully it will destroy Starmer. Hopefully everyone in the Labour Party now will see what a little cringing schoolboy we have, hoping not to get beaten again by the bullies, hiding in the headmaster's office, hoping Daddy will come and pick him up at 3:30 when the school bell rings so he doesn't get a punch in the face as he's leaving. But in a world of rising geopolitical tension, the margin between caution and bravery is thin. But so is the difference between caution and cowardice. And Starmer's made his choice. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.